Order of operations. Learning intention. Use the order of operations to evaluate expressions with brackets, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Success criteria, I can. Do brackets first, do multiply and divide next, left to right, then do add and subtract left to right, show clear steps and give one final answer. When a calculation involves addition and subtraction, you can work from left to right to find the answer. For example, 3 plus 4 plus 8 gives us 7 plus 8, which is 15. 15 minus 5 minus 3 gives us 9 minus 3, which is 6. So we're working from left to right. Multiplication and division are equally important operations. Thus, when calculations involve just multiply or divide, you work from left to right to find the answers. So 3 times 4 times 6 is 12 times 6, which is 72. 36 divided by 6 divided by 3 is 6 divided by 3, which is 2. 18 times 4 divided by 6 is 72 divided by 6, which is 12. And 54 divided by 9 times 3 is 6 times 3, which is 18. Multiplication and division are more important operations than addition and subtraction, so you must do these first. So we work out any multiplication or division before we do any addition or subtraction. So for example, if we have 4 plus 5 times 6, we're going to do the 5 times 6 first because we always do multiplication before addition. So 5 times 6 is 30, so we get 4 plus 30, which is 34. If we want to work out 18 minus 14 divided by 2, we're going to do the division first. So it's going to be 14 or minus 14 divided by 2, which gives us minus 7. And then we're going to do 18 minus 7 is 11. In another example, if we have 10 plus 6 minus 4 times 2, we do the minus 4 times 2 first. So minus 4 times 2 is minus 8. So then we have 10 plus 6 minus 8. And then we do 10 plus 6, which is 16. And then 16 minus 8 is 8. And our last example, if we have 7 times 4 plus 35 divided by 7, we do 7 times 4, which is 28. And then 35 divided by 7 is 5. Then we add the 2 to get 33. Powers and roots are more important operations than multiplication and division. They must be done first. So we work out squares or powers, so it might be squared, it might be cubed, it might be to the power 4 and so on, and square roots before we do multiplication or division, and then finally at the very end you do your addition and subtraction. So for example, if we have 25 minus the square root of 25 plus 3 squared, we'll work out that the square root of 25 is 5, and we'll work out 3 squared is 9, and then we do our addition and subtraction. So 24 minus 5 is 19, and then 19 plus 9 is 28. In another example, if we have 63 divided by 9 plus the square root of 36, we start off with the square root, because remember we always do the powers or the square root first. So the square root of 36 is 6. So we're going to have 63 divided by 9 plus 6. And then we're going to do the division part. So 63 divided by 9 is 7. And then 7 plus 6 is 13. If there are brackets in a calculation, do the calculation inside them first. When a calculation involves brackets as well as other operations, this is the correct order to work out the answers. So brackets are always first. Then we do the powers or the square root. Then we do the multiplication or the division. And finally, at the very end, the addition or the subtraction. And a handy way to remember that is the word bird mass. So bird mass stands for brackets, indices, roots, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So if you learn off the word bird mass, then you can't go wrong with these questions. So you always do the brackets first if there are brackets. So whatever's going on inside the brackets, you would sort that out first. you would simplify inside the brackets. Then you would do any indices, which are powers. Then you would do any roots, then division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So just a reminder, so bird mass, the B stands for brackets. The I stands for indices or powers. The R stands for roots. The D stands for division. The M stands for multiplication. The A stands for addition. And the S stands for subtraction. So bird mass. Example 1. Work out 12 plus 8 divided by 2 plus 4 times 3. And then part 2, 7 times 8 minus 3 minus bracket 72 divided by 8 bracket. So part 1, I'm just going to write out the question. So I have 12 plus 8 divided by 2 plus 4 times 3. At the right hand side, I've wrote the word bird mass so that I can follow it, and I'm going to tick off the letters as I use them. So the B stands for brackets. Now we don't have any brackets, so I'm going to tick that off so I can skip on from that. And the I stands for indices or powers, and I don't have any of those either, so I can skip that. The R stands for roots. I don't have any roots. The D stands for division. I do have division. I have 8 divided by 2. So you can see I ticked off the B, the I, and the R because we don't have any, so I skip on to the D, which stands for division. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then I just bring everything else down. So I bring down the 12, the plus 4, and the times 3. So then I go back to my list. I've done all the division. The M there stands for multiply. So next I'm going to multiply the 4 times 3. And 4 times 3 is 12. And notice now I've ticked off the M because I've done the multiply. And then I'm going to bring down the 12 plus 4 and plus. So next on my list I have A, which stands for addition, and I do have addition to do. So I'm going to work from left to right. Now I've only addition left. So 12 plus 4 gives me 16. I bring down the plus 12, and 16 plus 12 gives me 28. The S at the end there stands for subtraction. I don't have any subtraction, so there's no more to do here. My answer is 28. And you can check this by inputting this into the calculator, and you should get 28. Part 2, we want to work out 7 multiplied by 8 minus 3 minus bracket 72 divided by 8 bracket. And again, we're going to follow bird mass. So I have it written down here, and I'm going to tick off the letters as I use them. So the B stands for brackets, and I do have brackets. So I'm going to work out what's inside the brackets first. So 72 divided by 8 gives me 9. Notice I've ticked off the B because I've used it. So I've got 9, and then I'm going to bring everything else down. So I bring down the equals, 7 times 8 minus 3 and the minus. The I stands for indices, which is powers. We don't have any of those, so I can skip on. The R stands for roots. We don't have any of those, so I can skip on. The D stands for division. We don't have any division. Now I can skip on. And the M stands for multiply. We do have multiplication, so we're going to work out 7 multiplied by 8. And 7 times 8 is 56. And notice now I've ticked off the M because I've used it. So then we're going to just bring everything else down. So bring down the minus 3 and then the minus 9. Next on my list is A, which stands for addition. I don't have any addition left. So I skip on to S, which stands for subtraction. And I do have subtraction. We've only subtraction left, so we can just work from left to right. 56 minus 3 is 53. We bring down the minus 9. And 53 minus 9 is 44. So 44 is our answer, and you can input this into the calculator to check if you get 44.